Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Forced that to his right. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Go to 50. 319. Jump out. Inside.
Rodgers from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Panthers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Ready.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Complete to number 83. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this second and inches.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready?
And going play action, Young. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
To the air on first down, Young. The lateral goes haywire, live ball. And it goes out inside the 5-yard line. That was near catastrophe, but instead, they're going to hang on to the football.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Motion the slot man right. Out of the gun, Young. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. And he brings it back with a pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. A That certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Matthew Wright for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Ready, break.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Set, go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
At the 39-yard line.
On the set.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready.
On play action, here's Young. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23.
Come on, set. Slide through, steal, black. Hut, hut.
Here's Young to throw. Brought in right side. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Set. Yellow, 22. 22 meter, ball, striker, 3-3.
3rd and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put it to a load of points on the scoreboard. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Trayvon Merritt there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
23-19.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's taken down at the 30. A pickup of 17. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Get 300. Get 300. Jumbo.
To throw is Rodgers. Going all the way to the end zone here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Back north. 319.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here. The kick by Wright is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Wright ready to send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Young working from the gun. That's incomplete on second down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that makes it third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got a first to begin the fray. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Ready?
From the red zone on first. On target to his back, and we go down. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Darrell. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. And send a receiver left.
Brings up second and goal.
Quick pass, right side, complete. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Rodgers off the play action. You look underneath here, Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Rodgers set to pass. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Wright ready to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Go now. 10 black. Red, cycle. Set.
From the pistol, it's Young. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Caught quick right side. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick.
It's on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On the double.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Down.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Set. Ready. Black. Shot. 17. Set.
Working inside the red zone. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Set. 60 red. 60 set.
To the air yet again. Young escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Young. This one's caught. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got 1st and goal. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's on the play.
Right. 97.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal, Carolina.
Ready.
Dowdle runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up. Offense to the line fast.
Again of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Hey, take 20.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Third down, they need 7.
Jump out! Screen 18! Yeah, this. Screen 18.
Air it out on 3rd. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Black ultra. Let's go now. Yellow. 22. 5-2. Hut.
Out of the gun, Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back, ready. Real green. Black 40. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Red, yellow. Set. Red, 38. Cut.
1st down, Young. Nice game left side. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. This is Legant working the left side. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Triple 38, 50, green. 43 rail. Set.
Sign quarterback on here. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay,
So
right.
a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
10 cycle. Black shot. 33, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready?
Here's Young to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's running with it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Ready.
Young's going to throw it. 3rd and 2. Snags it near the edge. Wow, and they're actually going to lose some yardage here as they fail to convert. Now they're facing 4th down. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Fitzgerald sends this through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Down. Red. Hut.
They'll start on the ground. Dowell breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Check.
Young on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. 10 black.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Set.
Young working from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That play good for 17 and a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. If there's an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. If there's a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Ready.
This is Dowdle on second down. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
319.
To throw again here on second down. Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Before they can run a play on fourth down, we have a timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Punt team on the field. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready. 45. 1.
Young on the play action. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. New set of downs from 37.
Set, ready, green jack, blue 32.
It's Young, the throw here on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to hook this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Sit. Mega. Cut.
Again, it's Young. Dump off caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Offense up to the line fast.
38.
And it brings up
Ram, cycle. Slide through. Ready?
Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. That stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Here we set.
Working inside the red zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Xavier Legette with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
38. Falcons 17. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson, start the drive. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Staying with Robinson. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Another carry for Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Rodgers. That's another quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
26.
To throw, Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. New set of downs from 37. First down. Here's Rodgers. Fires him over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a Falcon first down.
That's another.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set now. First and 10.
Inside. 319. Back north. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it back to within 2 possessions. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Right, ready to send this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Okay, ready?
So good field position for the Panthers. Start this drive, first and 10.
Here we go. Slide 2. Red, cycle. Drill green. Ready, ready.
Young throwing here. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First down.
Black, 95, black ultra. Check, huh?
Here's Young on first and 10. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Set. Blue, 32. White, 60. Go, 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 go. Yellow, go. Ready.
Line up the design keeper. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Ready up.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
White, white. Come on, set. Green gap.
Third and long, and going to throw. Taking a chance at the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers stretch their lead to 21.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Green 18. Green 18.
Handoff for Robinson, running right. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Robinson on the inside give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's stuck with it, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Dumps it off to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here.
88.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Trying it left side. Dowdle can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
33, yellow.
They send a man in motion. He hangs on to it. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cross it. 6. Refuse. Yellow. Slide through. Ready.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, we get to Robinson. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say goodbye from Atlanta.